This next topic really isn't that related to surgical prehabilitation, but a lot of patients ask me this question and I've got a lot of DMs asking for it. So let's discuss, does aluminum in deodorant cause breast cancer? So let's start with what we do know and then we'll move on to what we don't know. So we do know that there are animal studies showing that aluminum can increase the rate of breast cancer metastases or spread. What we also know about these studies, though, is that the aluminum used was injected into the fat of the mouse, which is very different than aluminum in deodorant that needs absorbed by your system and then processed before going to the breast tissue to potentially increase cancer growth. So take that with a grain of salt, as with all animal studies. What we do know in human studies, though, are that there are observational reports not demonstrating a correlation between aluminum deodorant usage and breast cancer risk. Now, there are limitations to these types of observational studies the same way there are limitations to animal studies. In these types of observational studies, we're relying on recall. Do you remember what type of deodorant you used 5 or 10 years ago? Many people don't. So once again, we have to take even those findings with a grain of salt. We do know that there are human studies where they took a human breast cancer specimen and looked at the concentration in aluminum of that tissue versus non-breast cancer tissue. And they did find an increased deposition of aluminum in the breast cancer specimens. But once again, that is correlative, not causative. Chicken and the egg, what came first? We don't know. There's similar data looking at the microbiome of the breast, where breast has different microbiome than breast cancer, even in the same person, and we still don't know whether that's correlative or causative. So even those types of studies need to be taken with a grain of salt. Now, I think that all of these risk factors you see on social media all the time about all these different factors in your life that can cause cancer. Aluminum to me is a question mark, but not enough data yet for me to be terribly scared. Now, if I found an aluminum-free deodorant that I loved, I probably would opt to use it just to be safe until we have better evidence. I just haven't found one. So if you have a good aluminum-free deodorant, let me know below. But until then, I think that it's, for me personally, one of those things that I'm not that concerned about. I like the aluminum deodorants, and until I find a better substitute, I'll probably keep using them.